Hello students, this is Vanita Kasar. In the last video, we have seen the methods to determine the order of chemical reaction. In that, we already see the two methods, that is integrated rate law method and graphical method. So, in this video, we are going to see the third method, that is half-life method. This method, which will be also called as fractional change method. Let me see this method. This method is used only when the rate law contains concentration terms of only one reactant. Is used only when the rate law contains concentration terms of only one reactant. Also, this method is the time required. This method is the time required in completing a half-life of the reaction is determined. At two different initial concentration. The time required for completing half-life of the reaction is determined at two different initial concentrations. So, in this method, we are going to different order of reaction. So, let me see the first order reaction. In this first order reaction, the half-life, that is T half, is independent of initial concentration of reactants. In the first order reaction, T half is independent of initial concentration of reactant. Let me see for second order reaction. In this reaction, the half-life T half is inversely proportional to initial concentration of reactants, that is T half is proportional to 1 divided by A. A is represented as initial concentration of reactant. T half is inversely proportional to initial concentration of reactant. So, we see for the third order reaction. For third order reaction. In this case, the half-life T half is inversely proportional to the square of the initial concentration of reactants. So it will be written as T half is inversely proportional to square of the initial concentration of reactants, that is A square. In general, we can write for the nth order reaction, T half is proportional to 1 divided by A raised to n minus 1. Means we see for the first order reaction, the T half is independent of initial concentration of reactant. For second order, we see it is inversely proportional to the concentration of reactant, and for third order, the half life is inversely proportional to square of the initial concentration of reactant. And in general, for the nth order of reaction, T half is proportional to 1 divided by A to the power n minus 1. In that case, this A is represented as, where A is initial concentration of reactants and n is the order of reaction. N is the order of reaction. So next, for determining the order of particular chemical reaction. For determining the order of particular chemical reaction, in that the reaction is followed in two different sets of experiments by taking two different initial concentrations of the reactants. The reaction is followed in two different sets of experiment. By taking different initial concentrations, that is concentration A1 and concentration of A2 of the reactants. The reaction is followed in two different sets of experiments by taking different initial concentrations, that is A1 and A2 of the reactants. In that, we consider the concentration first, A1. In that case, the half lifetime is corresponding to T half of 1, and concentration of A2, the half life period corresponding to T half of 2. So we get the equation is that T half of 1 is proportional to 1 divided by A1 to the power n minus 1, and second, we will get T half of 2 is proportional to 1 divided by A1 to the power A2 to the power n minus 1. Say this is equation number first and this is equation number 2. If we dividing these two equation, we get T half of 1 divided by T half of 2 is equals to, here 1 divided by A1 and 1 divided by A2. This will be written as A2 divided by A1, and n minus 1 power is same, that is n minus 1. In this equation, if we taking logarithm of this term, we get new equation. So taking logarithm, in both sides, we get log of T half of 1 divided by T half of 2 is equals to n minus 1 log of A2 divided by A1. This term will be written as n minus 1 log of A2 divided by A1, that is, we know that x raised to n is written as for n log of x. In the next we will get the finally the order of chemical reaction, that is n is equals to 1 plus log of t half of 1 minus log of t half of 2 divided by log of A2 minus log of A1. This will be written as, we know that log of A divided B is written as log of A minus log of B. Same as we can write log of t half of 1 minus log of t half of 2 and log of A2 minus log of A. By using this expression we can find exact order of chemical reaction. Thank you.